Did you know that the Statue of Liberty was actually built in France? Well, its metal skeleton was designed by a French sculptor named Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. He wanted to create a sculpture of a woman holding a torch high above her head to symbolize freedom, but he needed help to build it. So he teamed up with a fellow French engineer named Gustave Eiffel. Together, they designed the internal metal structure that would support the statue's massive copper skin. But wait, if the statue was built in France, why is it in New York? Well, the story of the Statue of Liberty is actually a story of two countries working together. You see, the idea of a statue in New York Harbor was first proposed by a group of French artists and intellectuals. They wanted to create a monument to the friendship between France and the United States, as well as to commemorate the American Revolution. In 1776, when America first declared its independence from Great Britain, France was in the midst of its own revolution. The French people were fighting to overthrow the monarchy and establish a republic. They looked to America as an example of what could be achieved and sent supplies and military support to help the Americans win their war. Many French soldiers even fought alongside the Americans against the British. By the end of the war, France had spent over 1 million livres, the French currency at the time, to help the Americans win their independence. The idea of a statue in New York Harbor was first proposed by a group of French artists and intellectuals who wanted to commemorate this friendship between the two countries. In 1865, a group of French citizens raised enough money to begin construction on a large copper statue. 3 years later, a group of American businessmen and politicians got on board with the project and pledged to raise the money for the pedestal on which the statue would stand. With funding secured, construction of the statue began in France. By 1876, the 151-foot-tall statue was completed, and it was shipped to New York in pieces. It took another 3 years to assemble the statue and get it up on its pedestal. On October 28, 1886, the Statue of Liberty was dedicated in a ceremony attended by President Grover Cleveland and French ambassador to the United States, General Charles de la. Today, the Statue of Liberty is one of the most famous landmarks in the world. Every year, millions of people from all over the globe come to New York to see it. They may not realize that it was built by a French sculptor and engineer, but that just makes the story of the Statue of Liberty all the more remarkable. Here's a great example of two countries working together to create something truly special. Now, did you learn nothing? Well, if you want to learn more about the Statue of Liberty, I highly recommend checking out the book Liberty's Torch by author Nathaniel Philbrick. This book tells the incredible story of the statuesque construction and the two men who made it possible, Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi and Gustave Eiffel. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to support us even further and get some exclusive perks such as behind-the-scenes content, access to our videos ad-free 1 day early and direct contact with us, visit our support page today. I'll see you next time.